Hi there, welcome back to our final fabulous segment here on City Line. And with me, I have somebody who I love to speak with. I don't get enough time with this person. We have so much we could talk about, but for now, I'll take the 13 minutes I have on the comfy couch. I'm talking about John Douglas Rake. He is the Managing Artistic Director of Tacoma Musical Playhouse. Welcome back in person.
No kidding. It feels good to be back in person.
It does. You're finally on the comfy couch, and I should have asked you to bring your tap shoes.
Oh.
Because you could have tap danced your way in.
Could have.
But instead, let's look at these socks you have on here.
Oh, okay.
A little bit of polka dotted sock cam right there. Oh, very lovely. Boy, the men have been hitting it out of the park so far.
Yeah?
With sock cam. Absolutely. So let's talk about your 2021-2022 season has been great. Let's talk about the main stage production of The Heights.
In the Heights.
In the Heights, because everybody, this is like the La Boheme, the Rent of our time.
It is.
Everybody loves this show.
Right.
So if you don't know what In the Heights is about, or famous names attached to it, will you spill the tea for us?
Well, it was written by and conceived by Lin-Manuel Miranda, who also did Hamilton and Encanto, and I mean, his name's everywhere popping up now because he's so talented. And this show is about a group of people that live in the shadow of the Washington Bridge in New York. And it's Washington Heights, and it's their lives, their culture, and what's happening to them with the gentrification of the area and how that's affecting them. And it's a really uplifting story.
The set is amazing.
Yes, the set is its own character. It really is.
It looks like it. I just want to jump into those pictures.
And there's like a beauty supply or a beauty salon and a store and the bridge, shadow of the bridge, and
I swear I saw chocolate bars in that.
There is. Skittles, all kinds of stuff.
Everything. Yeah. And I'm sure the cast knows exactly what's in.
We have to take counts every day because they are
I bet. And a car and limousine.
Yep.
So, John, before we came on the air live, I was sharing one of my favorite memories of you and your late brother, Mark, of you guys tap dancing and Annie together. And which leads me to, are you still directing and choreographing?
I am, but not this show.
Okay.
I decided that I wanted to bring in, and we're starting to bring in upcoming talent, new directors and choreographers and music directors. And so this show, I brought in Jimmy Shields, who has actually started in our program 15 years ago. And now he was very talented, and we knew it from the beginning. Well, he's now working at Village Theater. He works at the Fifth Avenue. And so I had contacted him 2 years ago because we were going to do this show 2 years ago. We had it all lined up. And he wasn't as busy then as he is now, but he's very talented and a wonderful choreographer, and it really shows in the show. And then we have a new music director named Daniel Wolfert, who's very, very talented, and you're going to hear and see about him more often.
I love that.
Yeah.
Returning blood and new blood at Tacoma Musical Playhouse, which is always, because the alumni feeling there is so incredible.
Right.
I mean, there are people that I knew that were down to here that are now tapping me on the shoulder and going, I'm at TMP now. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That's incredible. So what do you think the audience will think of the show In the Heights?
Well, I was very concerned a little bit because some of it is in Spanish that they may not understand. And our audiences are a little older. And so this is a relatively new show. And so I was concerned about it. They wouldn't get it or like it. But I've heard so much praise from our season ticket holders that they're just thrilled to see this show. And I had an 80-year-old patron come up to me who I thought would be, a little standoffish. She said, John, I loved the energy off that stage. It made me feel about 10 years younger. And I was like, oh, that's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Can you put it in the water?
Yeah, no kidding.
Wow.
So, yeah, I'm very pleased with the way the audience is just accepting it.
And that acceptance reflects on the cast, because the cast, a good cast is everything.
Right.
So what has it been like working with the cast? Do you have people who we're going to go, oh, I know that person from this show, or are we going to see a totally new cast?
You're going to see a combination of some that have been there and done shows at TMP, and then we have a lot of young, new cast members that are very, very talented. They were very excited about doing In the Heights. They knew it by heart
Of course.
before they came in because they listened to it every day. And the combination of the younger and the older and the more experienced has been a really great experience, because some of the younger ones have learned a lot more from the more experienced ones, and then some of the younger ones have taught some of the older ones, little things about performing and dancing and all of that kind of
Just like a neighborhood in the Heights.
Exactly.
Come
It's
together.
a big family. I keep saying familia.
But it is.
It is.
If you had to pick a favorite moment, and that's hard because anything that Lin-Manuel does is, you can't pick a favorite moment, but in this show, if you had to, what would it be?
I think there's probably two moments in this stage, in this show, although I really love the whole show. The energy is so great. But I think there's one moment where they do a song called No Me Diga, and it's in the beauty salon and they're gossiping and it's hilarious. And then the other moment would be when they sing Carnival, because it's just this high energy dancing and singing, and the whole cast is involved. And it's like,
You're there.
Yeah, exactly.
You're 10 years younger. You need to put that in a pamphlet.
I
That's a
know,
great
really.
marketing line. It is. So let's talk about the summer. I mean, it's so cold right now. It's January and May again.
I know, Kim.
But TMP is known for its summer celebrations. So what's coming up?
One of my favorite shows, Kinky Boots.
No!
Yes, I can't wait. And we just cast it, and it's an amazing cast. I mean, I'm just so tickled with every person in that is just really perfect for their roles. And the music is uplifting. Cyndi Lauper wrote the music.
Please.
The whole story is uplifting and just genuine, and I'm so excited about this show. I can't wait.
I can tell. So let's think a little bit beyond that and give us a rundown of the season, because you did announce the season. You teased us a lot on social media.
Yes, we did.
And then boom, it was out. So for people who did not see that, spill it.
Okay, well, we're opening with Singing in the Rain. We were supposed to do that again 2 years ago.
Maybe you really will be singing in the rain.
Well, it's going to rain on our stage. And then our holiday production is Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Our winter production will be Once on This Island, which is a retelling of the Little Mermaid story, but Caribbean style. Then we have a show that we've wanted to do for years called Titanic, about the boat, the ship, I should say. And then our spring production is a new show that we saw in New Orleans and absolutely loved it. It's Jimmy Buffett's Escape to Margaritaville.
Oh my God, that sounds great.
It's a party. It's a party. And then our summer production will be The Music Man.
Oh, The Music Man, which is ripping up Broadway with Hugh Jackman now. So it's got a good revitalization going. And certainly, boy, signature cocktails, margaritas, right
No
there.
kidding.
Yeah. Last few minutes. John, one of the things that Tacoma Musical Playhouse does so well is they attract and retain a beautiful base of volunteers. It's family. So who would you like to thank as you finally made it back on the comfy couch through this pandemic, which is still going on?
Right. Well, first of all, I'd like to do a shout out for In the Heights to Elizabeth Jacobson, the drama teacher at Stadium High School. They were supposed to do In the Heights and were closed down because of COVID. And she was so sad, and these kids were so upset about the whole thing, that they've been really helpful and supportive of our production. So thank you, Elizabeth. You've just been a dream to work with and been very helpful.
Yes.
And then just all of our volunteers, our ushers, our board has been really great and supportive and worked through all of this pandemic stuff. And glad to see the actors come back. We had more actors come back than we thought we would. And now we can just get the audience back a little bit more.
Oh, that'll happen.
It's coming.
It will.
It is.
John, thank you for being here, and give my best to your fabulous husband, Jeffrey.
Thank you.
And thank you for continuing to give us entertainment and grace and passion in that building that just sits there and continues to evolve.
Thank you.
I am always so impressed, so thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back.
I'm glad you're back too. Well, that wraps up another great segment of City Line. It is always a pleasure and a privilege to be in your home. This past hour has given you a lot of great things to get out there and do. So please, before you start that, make sure you are vaccinated and then get out there and be a part of the tapestry and pay it forward. When you come back, we'll be waiting for you right here at City Line. Take care.
Tacoma, that's my home, yeah, Tacoma, that's my home. Tacoma, that's my home, place I call my own. Tacoma, that's my home, yeah, Tacoma, that's my home. Oh, you're from Seattle, oh, you're from LA, oh, you're from Chicago, but Tacoma's where you'll stay. Oh, you're from Seattle, oh, you're from LA, oh, you're from Chicago, but Tacoma's where you'll stay, yeah. Tacoma, that's my home, from the fires to the loam. Tacoma, that's my home, yeah, Tacoma, that's my home. Tacoma, that's my home, the place I call my own. Tacoma, that's my home, yeah, Tacoma, that's my home. Oh, you're from the easy, oh, you're from Green Bay, oh, you're from Atlanta, but Tacoma's where you'll stay. Oh, you're from the easy,